The question asks us that the following behavior modification technique is based on which of the following theories. Now from the image, what we can gather is that there is a younger child who's observing an older child sitting in the dental chair displaying cooperative behavior. So this kind of behavior modification technique is known as modeling. Now sometimes the image based question can be direct and they will just ask us to identify the technique. It could be such like modeling, it could be restraints, physical restraints like Papu's board, etc. However, this question has a slight twist. It's asking us to identify not the technique, rather which theory is the technique based on. So let us have a look at each of the options one by one. Now first being the social learning theory. Now the social learning theory was given by Bandura in 1963. His theory is based on the fact that behavior is actually acquired through social needs. It is motivated by social needs, and we acquire our behavior, or our behavior is shaped by the events that are happening around us. So by observation of the events, the events could be we are observing another someone like a model. We are observing their behavior, the behavior of the model, and trying to imitate or replicate the behavior that the model displayed. So this is the social learning theory. Its dental application is based on modeling, like we saw in this question, where an older sibling in the form of a live model or a video demonstration of another child who has demonstrated positive behavior in the dental operatory can be used to modify and shape the behavior of a child who is visiting the dental operatory for the first time or is fearful of the dental visit. So that is the social learning theory. The second theory was the classical conditioning theory. Now the classical conditioning theory is very famous because of Pavlov's experiment with the dog. So this theory helps us to understand the phenomenon of white coat. So what is the white coat phenomenon and what is this theory? It tries to explain that when there are two unrelated stimulus, how they become associated with each other. So if you see, white coat and pain, they are unrelated stimulus. However, a child associates these two events together. This is because as a child he may have encountered a visit to the doctor where he has received a vaccination or an injection which has caused him pain, and he seeing a white coat is something that is not frequent for the child. So he assimilates this knowledge of seeing a white coat and pain, and he combines those, he associates these two unrelated stimulus. So what happens is when he comes to the dental operatory and he sees the dentist wearing a white coat, he might relate it again to the sensation of pain and display uncooperative behavior. So this is the classical conditioning theory. Now desensitization is not a theory per se, it is a desensitization is not a theory, it is a behavior modification technique. So it's a behavior modification technique. So here what we are trying to do is, here the child is already fearful. He has some preconceived notion, or he may have had a bad experience before. So what we do is we try to progressively increase the threatening stimulus or the fearful stimulus for the patient. So we don't bombard him with the fearful stimulus at one go. We slightly increase it. So first we introduce him to something that is non-threatening, and then slowly we introduce him to slightly more threatening stimulus that he's fearful of. So we try to wean him off his fear. That is desensitization. And lastly, there is operant conditioning. Now, operant conditioning was given by Skinner. Operant conditioning was given by Skinner, and this is based on 4 tools. This is the positive reinforcement, the negative reinforcement, omission, and punishment. So if we have a look at all of the options, social learning is what modeling fits into the best, because like I said, the child is learning from what is around him, the environment around him or the society around him. He's learning to acquire positive behavior. So this behavior modification technique is based on social learning.